What's going on, guys? I wanted to just make a quick video, get on here really quickly and talk a little bit about three things. So, one, what I've been going through, two, how it's felt, and three, what I'm doing about it. So, first and foremost, the last 6 months, I can confidently say have probably been some of the hardest times of my life. Relationships with friends falling out, family stuff that's unresolved, probably will be unresolved for quite some time, and then just starting a business. So I I don't like to think that there's been more downs than ups, but there has been a lot of downs. There's been ups as well, which I'm grateful for, but the truth is that I have felt the most isolated and the most I would even go as far as say depressed that I've ever felt like in my life. And I'm getting close to God as of recent. And there's a quote, I can't remember exactly where it comes from, but they say that God will break a man before, he gives him everything that he needs to become the man he needs to be. I'm probably butchering that a little bit, but that's kind of the message of it. And I think about that a lot, especially through the hard times, because it's so easy to get caught up in the bad and the negative and and then start feeling sorry for yourself. And then you fall off you kind of fall off your path or your purpose. But it's important, no matter how far you veer away or steer away, to get back on the path and to just straighten yourself out, figure it out, align yourself. It's felt lonely as hell. It's felt isolating. It's felt shitty at times. It's felt like I'm disappointing myself and everybody fucking else around me because, I've made mistakes, in friendships, I made mistakes. I wasn't my best self. In relationships, same thing. I wasn't my best self. And even now, sometimes I'll have this thought process, man, I'm just I'll hate myself at times, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, I could have done this differently or X, Y, and Z. But the reality is that doesn't help anybody. So the truth is that you make mistakes, you got to figure out why, you got to figure out how to not make them again and how to be better so that the next time, whether it be a relationship, a friendship, whether it be an interaction with your family, interaction with whatever it is, you are able to, rectify it and do the right thing, right? That being said, even though it's felt like shit and it's felt like I've disappointed everyone and their fucking mom, the first thing I'm doing is I'm forgiving myself. So forgiveness is not just for other people. It's not just reserved for somebody else, but it's reserved for yourself as well. You gotta remind yourself, one, that it's okay, and two, sometimes things happen that are out of your control and you make mistakes because you thought that it was the right thing to do, or you just weren't thinking at all. And what you got to do from there is you got to learn, you got to forgive yourself. Realize, hey, Eddie, you got to talk to yourself hey, it's all good. Let's get the next one. Let's figure out what went wrong and let's fix it. Second thing I'm doing is changing my habits. I've been, I've doom scrolled before, even being now more so on social media and trying to learn how to make content like this. It's so easy to get caught up in that rabbit hole, right? You start watching videos, you start watching nonsense, I really believe it changes your brain chemistry, you feel me? There's people getting relationship advice from fucking TikTok, usually from people who are single. It don't, if you really break that down logically, that doesn't make sense. Or it's like me asking for business advice from somebody I know that does not operate a business. It's no shade, but it's it doesn't make sense. It just logically, it does not make sense. And so, just changing my habits, instead of scrolling, hitting some push-ups, or if it's not push-ups, watching a little podcast about self-development, about business, about, being a better, a better friend, things that are going to help you in your life and make you feel better and just make things overall better. Third thing, sometimes you got to just push through the pain. Sometimes there's no way around it. We want to escape our reality so bad sometimes because it hurts so bad that we end up just, self-sabotaging. We end up doing, bad things that aren't good for us or good for other people. We end up creating these delusions or illusions in our head that, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just, it's like alcohol, right? Or lust. It's like, oh, it's just one time. And then, but it just keeps snowballing to the point where you're like, fuck, how did I end up here? So my point with that is sometimes when bad things happen, you can't control it, but you can control how you respond. And that's huge. It's the most important thing. Your girl breaks up with you, or you take a big financial hit, or shit in your family is not going well, or you like you're isolated because you're on a new path and these people don't want to come with you. It's like you got to push through that. If every time I felt pain I fucking took 10 shots or whatever it is, like we all have our different vices, it would take me down like a further hole. Like I would dig myself a deeper hole that I don't even need to be in the first place. But what I will say with this one, pushing through the pain, you got to make space for your feelings. And what I mean, some dudes are going to watch this shit and be like, oh, you're fucking soft, and that's fine. Don't give a fuck. When I say make space for your feelings, it just means like, you got to accept them, bro. Like you can't like ignore if you feel like upset about something or frustrated, or fuck if you're heartbroken. Like you can't ignore it forever. Like you can, you could talk to 10 girls and you can fucking watch, endless YouTube and be constantly stimulating your mind with bullshit. But at the end of the day, when you go fucking to sleep at night, you're gonna know deep down what it is you're avoiding. And you're avoiding that pain. You're avoiding feeling like shit. You're avoiding being sad or fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think you guys get the idea of what I'm saying. But you gotta make space for it. You gotta accept it. And what I've learned, especially in business, and people don't like to apply business to real life, but I mean, it's so applicable, it's not even funny. What I've learned is that you can feel like shit, and that's okay. You can be depressed, but you still gotta take the right actions. You still gotta make the right moves. I don't wake up every day. I was talking to my friend Thomas. He's another real estate guy. And we were just having a conversation, man. Like, it's cool. Like we're seeing some money come in and stuff, but it's not the end all be all. Like there's still a part of me that's like spiritually is like craving for more, or it feels a little bit, I'll say a little empty, I'll be honest. And that's the part right there that's like, okay, well, how do I figure that part out? Like maybe not everything's going my way, but how do I continue to better myself? How do I continue to be a man of my purpose, of my word? How do I continue to be close to God? It's like that right there. The journey of that is far more, I guess, invaluable than anything else. I think it's easy for people. Everyone has different beliefs. What I realized, when I was going through certain things, people would tell me, oh man, like just, like, why are you tripping? Like, you're so young. Like but it's like, I realize it's because I have different beliefs, bro. I have different desires. Like, it's easy to say, I want to be a provider. I want to help my family. I want to retire my parents. It's so easy to say those words. The harder part is actually fucking doing it, executing on it, and really being a man of your word and doing what you say you're going to do. People tell me all the time, especially older people, they're like, oh, you're so young, you have so much time. I think that's fucking bullshit. The time is now, bro. I honestly wish, I don't regret it, but I wish I would have started, taking my real estate business or just taking myself more seriously when I was 18, 17, 16. Just to be completely honest with you, because, people say that when you're isolating yourself or when you're trying to elevate yourself, that you're going to miss out on a lot. And I agree with that partially, but the other part is like, you're not. What the fuck do I have to miss out on if I don't go to the bar every weekend? You know what I'm saying? Or like if I'm talking to 10 girls so I could go tell my homie, like, bro, like, look at this shit. Like I have bitches. What the fuck? Like, what are you really missing? You feel me? Like, you're not missing anything. If anything, you're missing out on yourself. And anyways, this video went way longer than I wanted to. A little bit all over the place, but it's just real. It's reality. I'm going to do my best to improve these videos as I go. The goal of this, is to help other people, whether it be just helping them feel a little less like the world's on top of their shoulders, whether it's helping them understand that the time is now, you know what I'm saying? And that it's okay to feel shitty, but it's not okay to not do anything about that. And 3 is just being honest and realizing that, even through all the bullshit, even through all the nonsense, life is still good. It's still worth living. But anyways, I mean, it looks like I'm running at about 10 minutes. I hope you guys got something from this video. I'm open to all critiques and all feedback, so if you guys could drop it in the comments, I would really appreciate that. Anyways, it's your boy EC. I'll catch you on the next one.